Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com. Today we're going to use the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. How cute is this? And don't we just wish it was the summer and all this stuff was all gone and we could just sit outside and have our ice cream with our friends. So we're going to use that set today, and this is the card sample I've made. Something really nice and simple. Just wanted to use some fun colours and everything else. So that's what we're making. What I've already done is cut some designer series paper and some mats there. So this I use this fun hundreds and thousands kind of paper, and it's got these cute ice cream cones on the back. So those are 2.5 inches wide by 4 across, and then these are still 4 across, but these are 2 3/4. So we can get those just layered up, ready for our card, and just sort of gives it a bit of a colourful backdrop to the ice cream elements that we're going to add afterwards. So we'll just put those together quickly. Like I say, we're flush on this side, but getting an even border top and bottom. Like so. And that, like so. Just need to give those just the slither of a trim. Just tidy up that edge slightly. Actually, that one's not too bad. That one's alright. And those are just going to go straight onto some card bases. So we'll just add some seal onto those, just to get those adhered down, and that's our card base done. So we're aiming towards the top of the card, just leave a border either side, like so. And then we can use our stamps and punch to create our little ice creams. Now in America I think they have all sorts of funky colours and flavours and stuff for their ice creams, but we're going to stick with a little bit more traditional colours, I think. So I'm going to stamp the cones first using crumb cake and soft suede. So crumb cake first of all for our cones. Now I'm going to stamp these at this peculiar angle because that's how the punch works, which I will show you in a moment. And we're doing 3 on each card, so we need 6 of these. So there's our cones, and then there's this sort of crisscross pattern that will put the sort of, you know, that waffly kind of look that you get, you know, the texture. So we'll just add those on to there, like so. Could do it tone on tone, but I think it just stands out a little more if you use a contrasting colour. So those are our cones done, and then we're going to use Blushing Bride, So Saffron and Mint Macaron for our ice creams. Okay, so I thought the So Saffron, you know when you get the really know, the clotty cream vanilla. It's always like a yellowy colour, isn't it? Some wonderful strawberry, and who doesn't like mint chocolate chip, right? So we're going to do 2 each of these, and we'll get our stamp. And again, because of the orientation of the punch, we're going to put these down sideways like this. Just cleaning the stamp in between colours. So you could really go quite crazy with the colours, do something a little bit more fun. But I thought I'd stick to something kind of realistic with that. Okay, so punch wise then. So the reason I've done that is so that we can just slot that into the punch, and it's the right way round. And if we go across from left to right in this case, it won't matter about the cone on the other side. Okay, so obviously we keep that. Let's see how that cone's going to go over the bit we've already punched. We're not going to waste any cardstock. If we went from the other edge, we would end up cutting into our next image, which is not what we want. So just take a couple of minutes to line it up. Oops. When you get a brand new punch, sometimes there's a little bit of grease on there, so it's a good idea to punch a piece of scrap a couple of times first, just to make sure that there is no residual grease on there. There we are. So those are 3 ice creams, and then we're going to do the same with the cone, but this time we're going to work from right to left for exactly the same reason. We can punch along and not cut into any of our other designs. So you can get like strawberry flavour wafers and stuff as well. But you know, these sort of speciality ice cream shops. And some of them have got like, I think you can get chocolate ones as well. So if you wanted to do some in a bit of a darker colour for those, that would be good. Some like early espresso maybe. Maybe soft suede and early espresso, so you get that sort of darker shade for your for the texture. So there we go, cones and ice creams. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. So that's really fabulous. So, and then put all these punch pieces into the bin. Okie dokie. So all we need to do now is get these assembled really, and that's, so the cones we're going to do flat, and then we'll put the ice creams on top with a dimensional. I'm just going to take a little bit of that white off. Didn't line it up quite as well as I should have done. So let's just stick a dimensional on each of these. one will do. We just want it to be secured. There's all sorts of like little shaker pieces and things like that which are available in the suite as well, so if you wanted to kind of add some sprinkles on top you could. There's the sprinkle stamp as well, so you could add some of your chocolate sprinkles on top. Just going to add some seal to the little cones there. And we can just start putting those in place. So I tend to go with the middle one and then put the other two kind of in the space between, if you like, and then you should get your spacing reasonably even. Oops. Again, in the middle, and then the other two either side. I'm keeping mine level. I suppose you could go. Shall we? Yeah. I just happen to know that the width of that fits the cones quite nicely if they're on the level. If you wanted them sort of off-centered, you might want to have a wider panel on there. And then we just need to add our scoops. And is it one scoop or two? I suppose we could stack them up and do something fun like that as well. So let's put our mint chocolate chip. Strawberry. And our vanilla. So put the vanilla on last, just so that it's sort of overlapping towards the front, just so it keeps a bit of dimension. And then we're going to swap the mint and the strawberry around, just because you can. And you could have them all the same or whatever you want. Okay, it's all really cute, isn't it? Some Wink of Stella, of course, makes anything like this look even more delicious. So we'll put a bit of twinkle on there. Make it look nice and frosty and delicious, I'm sure. The lines will dry back, of course, whilst it just looks darker whilst it's wet. And then we can just add our lovely little sentiment that says treat yourself. So just to balance the colours, on this one we're going to use the pink because it's at the opposite end, Blushing Bride. Okay. And then on this one we'll use the mint. So again, it's not like, it's the same design. I'm just mixing up the colours a bit because it's actually quite interesting how using different colours can give you a different look to your cards, really. Okay, so this one's just an actual, just a replica of the original sample, and I say just by just switching things around a little bit and with the colours. But of course you could pick out any of these in the background. You could have had something a bit brighter for the layer, loads and loads and loads of options with this stamp set that you could just play with and have some fun with. So I hope you've liked that just simple introduction to the sweet ice cream bundle. So stamp set and Super Duper Punch. And all the links will be in the description below. Click on those, go straight to my shop. Don't forget to check out Celebration, get those free items in as well, and also check out the joining offer as well. So lots and lots to see. Hope you all stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.